My life has spanned 102 years, and the one lesson that matters most is the one you won't learn until it's too late. I'm here to tell you a truth so simple, yet so terrifying, that most people spend their entire lives running from it. The very people who love you, the books meant to guide you, they won't tell you this. Because it's too raw, too final. I have witnessed a century unfold. I have said goodbye to 2 partners, to friends, to a child. I've seen the world reinvent itself more times than I can count. And in all that time, I've been haunted by a single, piercing fact. We act as if we possess endless tomorrows when our supply of todays is heartbreakingly small. But I didn't learn this in my twilight years. I learned it when I was 34. And it took the rest of my life to understand the depth of that single lesson. Let me take you back to a Tuesday in early spring, 1956. The air still had a chill. My first husband, Michael, a teacher, kissed me on the cheek that morning. He promised we would finally finish painting the porch that weekend. He was a man of quiet routines. His key in the door at 5:15 was my daily clock. That Tuesday, the key never turned. A heart attack, they said. Sudden, painless. What they don't tell you about sudden loss is what it steals. It takes with it every conversation you postponed, every touch you withheld, because you were irritated or tired. It takes the future you assumed was yours. That night, alone in a house that echoed, I made a vow. I swore I would never again treat a day as ordinary. I would be present. I would speak my love. I would not defer joy. And I failed. I failed that vow almost immediately. In the years after, I believed I was living more fully. I held my daughter tighter. I spoke more kindly. But then, life resumed its familiar rhythm. I built a career. I loved again. I told myself I had been transformed by grief. I was wrong. What I had done was just survive it. The true lesson wasn't about mortality. Everyone knows we die. The true, harder lesson was about our infinite capacity to forget, to slip back into the coma of routine and believe once more that we have all the time in the world. My second marriage lasted 39 years. His name was Arthur. We built a good life. And my greatest sorrow from those decades is not our arguments. It is the countless, utterly forgettable evenings I spent preoccupied with chores while he sat reading in the same room. It is the walks I declined, the stories I only half heard, believing there would always be another chance to listen. At my age, loss compounds. You don't just miss the people. You miss the opportunities you had with them, and you miss them freshly each time you remember your inattention. My daughter Clara passed when she was 48. I was 70. In her final days, she whispered an apology for not visiting more. The agony of that moment was not in her words, but in mine, left unspoken. I wanted to cry. Why did we ever wait? Why wasn't every week precious? But I just smoothed her hair and told her we had wonderful memories. It was a kindness and a lie. The memories were wonderful, but they were not enough. Even after all that, with my third partner, Henry, who left us just last year, I still failed. I would check my watch while he talked. I would feel a flicker of impatience with a familiar anecdote. I would think, I'll be more patient tomorrow. Sometimes, tomorrow was a promise broken. You might hear this as a sad story. You might think, this is inevitable. But you are missing the heart of it. The danger is not death. The danger is your quiet, steadfast belief that you are the exception to time, that your later is guaranteed. I stand before you at 102 to tell you it is not. Later is a myth we use to excuse our current neglect. You plan to adventure after you save enough. Your body may not cooperate. You intend to mend that friendship when things calm down. The calm never comes, and then the opportunity is gone. You tell yourself you will pursue that passion, have that difficult talk, when conditions are perfect. They never will be. The brutal, liberating truth is this: you have all the time you will ever get, right now. You simply confuse its value. You exchange it for distractions. You spend it on resentment, You invested in worries that will be utterly meaningless in a decade.
And if you are blessed with a long life, you will look back and see a mountain of moments you traded for trivialities. You don't run out of time. You misplace it. I am not advising recklessness. I am suggesting something far more challenging: intentional presence. Today, look at what you are doing with your one fleeting story. Is your grandfather still here? Phone him this evening, because I am a grandparent and I know his secret. He waits. He thinks of you, wonders about you, and tells himself your busy life is reason enough for your silence. It chips away at him day by day. Your mother, your father, if they remain, they are not a permanent fixture. When they are gone, your petty grievances will vanish. What will remain is the stark, empty space where your presence should have been, all the times you chose to be elsewhere. I know this because I am that parent now. My living son is in his 70s. He comes every week without fail, and it is both everything and not nearly enough. Because when you truly love, no amount of shared time feels sufficient. Every farewell carries the weight of a final one. That is not pessimism. It is arithmetic. And the equation is the same for you, regardless of your age. Every goodbye you say could be the last. You just have the luxury of disbelieving it. My great-grandson is 14. He visited recently, and his world was on a screen in his palm. I said nothing. He is convinced of his endless supply of Fridays. He believes the digital chatter is urgent. He does not know that this quiet hour with me is a finite, disappearing thing. One day, he will recall that afternoon. And he will remember that he was not truly there. That is the regret I wish to spare you. Not the regret of grand failures, but of simple, profound absence, of being in the room, but not in the moment. Presence is the only gift that never expires. My time is nearly done. I feel a gentle exhaustion, a completion. I am at peace. But I am not at peace with the thought of you repeating my sleepwalking. The moments that will echo at the end of your life are not the spectacular ones. They are the Tuesday nights you played a board game, the slow afternoons you helped with a mundane task without sighing, the drive where you just listened. Those ordinary, unclaimed moments where you showed up completely. They are available to you now. But you must choose them. You must fight for them against the world's endless noise. If I could speak to my younger self, standing shell-shocked in that silent kitchen, I would say this: the vow you make tonight to be present, you will forget it. You are human, and humans drift. But your lifelong task is this: notice and return. Notice when you have faded away, and return. Return to the person in front of you. Return to the sensation of being alive. Not once. 1,000 times I have lived for 37,230 days. I can count the days I was utterly awake on my fingers. That is my legacy of regret. Not a lack of achievement, but a surplus of distraction. Do not follow my path. Do not wait for a lifetime of echoes to teach you how to listen. Put this down. Go look into the eyes of someone you love and really see them. Do it now. Because when I have time is a story you tell yourself, and it always has the same ending. And if this resonated with you, please help Winds of Thought reach others by liking this video. It matters more than you know.